Have you ever wondered if your job is quietly nudging you toward the door? It's not just your imagination. This phenomenon, known as quiet firing, is a growing reality in workplaces today. A 2025 HR Tech survey, https://rtechedge.com/quiet firing rises in 2025, 53 of companies use the tactic, revealed that 53% of U.S. managers admit to using tactics that push employees to quit voluntarily, while nearly half of 20,000 LinkedIn users, https://rtechedge.com/quiet firing you/victim/HR trend employee benefit news-employee reported witnessing or experiencing it. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this a calculated strategy or an unintended consequence of poor leadership? Let's break it down. What is quiet firing? Quiet firing isn't about a pink slip. It's about making a job so unappealing that employees feel forced to leave. Edwin Iwasian, a managing attorney at Lawyers for Justice, https://calljustice.com/Edwin Iwasian, calls it a tactic that's not new, just getting more attention. Imagine your role suddenly becoming a shell of itself. Responsibilities vanish, support evaporates, and growth opportunities dry up. The goal? To create an environment so demoralizing that resignation feels like the only option. 5 red flags to watch for. 1. The disappearing meeting invite. Suddenly cut out of meetings you once led? This is a textbook sign. Jason Walker, a psychology professor at Adler University, https://www.alfredadler.edu, explains its avoidance masked as management, and communication threads go silent. If this feels like a pattern, it's time to ask why. 2. Shifting responsibilities. Your workload might change dramatically, either overloaded with impossible tasks or sidelined with meaningless projects. Wenda Smith of Bamboo HR, https://www.bamboohr.com, warns that vague explanations for these shifts are a red flag. She says, 3. Support vanishes. When support disappears, it's like being dropped into a void. Smith describes the emotional toll. Employees feel abandoned, struggling under unreasonable demands until they can't take it anymore. This tactic is subtle but devastating. 4. Career development halts. If your one-on-one meetings now feel like perfunctory check-ins instead of growth-focused discussions, that's a warning sign. Walker notes, promotions and raises stall for no clear reason, and your future at the company becomes a mystery. 5. Return to office as a weapon. And this is the part most people miss. Return to office RTO policies are being weaponized. Bamboo HR's data, https://data.work.data stories, 2024 return to office, shows 37% of managers believe RTO caused unexpected resignations, while 25% of executives hoped for voluntary exits. Is this a strategic move or an unintended consequence? The ripple effect on morale is undeniable. Why do employers do this? Quiet firing often stems from cost-cutting or risk avoidance. It's either to weed out low performers or avoid layoffs, says Smith. Remote work has made it easier, too. Managers can avoid direct interaction, making exclusion simpler. But not all cases are malicious. Some leaders lack the skills to address performance issues, defaulting to letting employees drift out. What can you do if you're being quiet fired? First, don't stay silent. Iwasian advises you have the right to ask questions and demand clarity. Document everything. Save emails, track role changes, and request written feedback. If the situation persists, consider seeking legal advice or exploring new opportunities. Final thoughts. It's not your fault. Walker emphasizes quiet firing reflects poor leadership, not your performance. While researchers are just beginning to study this trend, the best defense is awareness. Spot the signs early and don't let your career be quietly erased. What do you think? Is quiet firing a necessary evil for companies, or a toxic management tactic? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've experienced this, what steps did you take to protect your career?